everybody. Welcome back to, let's just call it a podcast with Roya Dato, licensed therapist. Today, I am going to talk about something important and very timely because summer break is here. As a parenting therapist, I always love seeing pictures on social media and everything of parents enjoying summer break with their kids. It always feels like such a wonderful time where everyone gets to ignore school deadlines and homework and everyone can just enjoy each other. So I hope you're as excited as I am that you get to spend some quality time with your kids. That being said, there are some common mistakes that parents make during this time that can get in the way of you and the perfect summer vacation. So today we're going to talk about 3 of these mistakes, and I'd like to provide you with some practical tips to avoid them. So mistake number 1, making all the decisions yourselves. As parents, it's totally natural for us to take charge, to plan the perfect vacation for our families. You're the one doing the research, making the lists, all of that. But here's the thing. Please, please, please don't forget to involve your kids in the decision-making process. Not just, here's your list, go pack your things, but the actual decisions of where your family spends your time, your money, your resources. I mean, it is their break too. By giving them control and agency over the decisions, you're not only fostering collaborative decision-making skills, but you're also showing respect for their choices. That's a really big deal. A family's set of resources gets to, it should anyway, be decided on and talked about from everybody. Now, parents might have the age, experience, and wisdom to have some different perspective than the kids, but they should be starting, the process of being included in that from a young age. I think too often we get this message from society that we shouldn't give our kids' opinions and wants too much credence. But I have to tell you a personal story that one of my all-time favorite family vacations was a trip that we completely arranged based on my then 6-year-old's interests. We were planning a road trip to a bunch of different national parks, and we saw Dinosaur National Monument. He wanted to know what that was, and we created a huge part of our vacation based around the 6-year-old wanting to go touch some fossils. He absolutely enjoyed the experience, but he also got so much out of the fact that we listened to him and his interests. He got invested in helping to plan it, and it made it so special. And just listening to the pride that he had in telling everyone that we did this whole family thing based on something he was interested in was amazing. So by respecting his interests, letting him plan a part of our trip, we created just a wonderful experience, and it left a lasting impact on all of us. So just to remember that involving your kids in the decision-making process from the beginning can lead to wonderful memories and a stronger connection with them. Also, you might get to touch some dinosaur bones. All right, let's move on to mistake number 2. Trying to make everything educational. Dun, dun, dun. As parents often have a strong desire to make everything a lesson, even during summer break. But for the love of all that is good, please, 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 just relax about that. All right? Your kids are constantly learning. That's it. Done. That's their job. That's why they're on this planet. They can't not learn. So you don't have to make everything a formal lesson. I promise. They're learning, they're growing, they're experiencing. So please just let them have the freedom to enjoy their break without adding any extra pressure. Learning happens naturally when we're having fun and exploring new things. So although many teacher school product things are warning you about what happens over summer break, that they're going to forget everything they ever knew, I want to remind you that that's not actually how learning works. Real learning happens when you're interested and engaged and relaxed. Memory and, fake learning, memorization to regurgitate for a test, those things you might forget over the summer break if it's not urgent. But real learning, integrating that into your experience, that actually happens better in these kinds of vacation conditions. So allowing your kids to simply be in the moment, embracing the joy of vacation, not only are you giving them a break from the structured learning that they experience during the school year that isn't always conducive with how we know the brain works, but you're also giving them the chance to just soak up knowledge and experiences organically. And again, having those connections with you. The third and final mistake that parents often make during summer break is cutting your kids off from their friends. Your children's friendships are important to them, and they're also important even when the sun is out, even during non-school weeks and months. It's sometimes hard for kids to go on vacation when they know that they're not going to have their friends around or be able to talk to them. They want to share their experiences, show off what they're doing. I mean, their friends are still their friends even when they're on break. So part of supporting your kids and connecting with them is not putting yourself up as a barrier between them and their friendships. See those as important and valuable. Even when you're on vacation with your kids, allowing them to stay connected to their friends shows compassion and understanding. I also want you to remember that as a kid or a teenager, their social lives change quickly. Being cut off even for a week from your friend group can feel hugely monumental to them. A lot can happen in a week in a kid or teen's social life. So please respect their need for connection. I promise you, you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have family connection time, family experiences, while not making them resentful of you for the fact that you're cutting them off from their social world. Cutting them off just breeds resentment and doesn't create that family connection and experience you want anyway. So before I wrap this up, I do want to share a resource with you. If you want more guidance on navigating summer vacation and screen time, I do have a donations-based webinar that's completely about supporting yourself and your family through summer vacation with screens involved and how to do that without fighting and resentment and struggle. Say goodbye to summertime struggles over screens and hello to a more enjoyable and connected summer break with your kids.